So coming up this weekend is WWE Clash in Italy, and to be fair, this show is absolutely stacked. I'm surprised how big this show is going to be. It's arguably could be one of the biggest events of the year, based on card alone. You know, they've got pretty much every world title's on the line. Brock Lesnar's come back to face Femi. You got what could be a great match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and a rematch of what was one of the better matches of WrestleMania with Cargill and Rhea. So, yeah, very much looking forward to this show. Also, over in the UK over here, where it's absolutely boiling hot. So if you can hear a fan, I do apologise. But it starts at like 7 PM here, which is even better because that means it's not even going to have to stay up late to watch it. So everything about this show is coming up great for myself personally. But yeah, I'm interested in what you guys think of the card so far, and yeah, let's get into the predictions. So we know the two matches that are starting off the show for the first 3 hour. I assume that Cody versus Gunther will be kicking off the show overall because it's just the bigger of the two matches. And yeah, this is a match I'm really looking forward to. I liked their match back at Crown Jewel for the first Crown Jewel Championship, though I did come out of it feeling like we could have had a better match. This is where we get the better match. I feel like this is going to be an absolutely fantastic one. Gunther, as we know, is one of the best wrestlers in the world currently. Cody can absolutely go in the ring, even though a lot of people suggest that he doesn't for some reason. But, I mean, the people that don't think that Cody can wrestle, you know trends more than you know opinions. But, yeah, I think it's going to be an absolutely fantastic match. Could be one of the matches of the night, but to be fair, many of the matches... any of the matches could be matches of the night, to be fair. That's how great this is possibly going to be. But for me, I'm going to go with Cody to retain here. I know a lot of people, I can already feel the comments, oh, why did Cody retain? Cody's overpushed, Cody's bloody this, Cody's that. I think that they can get a good feud out of Cody and Gunther. And I think it starts here with Cody retaining the championship, then Gunther wins the title from him at the next one, and then maybe at SummerSlam we see the final of the 3 matches, so the trilogy, of which then Gunther wins. We get a definitive winner, but I think Cody maybe steals it in a way, or not. I mean, I don't know. I would rather him just win clean, a bit like what he did with Rollins, except it's actually shared 2-1 instead of 3-0. But yeah, I want to see a trilogy of matches between Cody and Gunther for the WWE Championship. So I'm going to go with Cody kicking off the trilogy with a win at Clash in Italy. Following that, we have the second match that we know is going to be on the 3 hour, which is Rhea Ripley defending the WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill. And a match that if it's anything as good as their first match at WrestleMania, I'll be very happy with. But for me, I'm going to go with Rhea to retain here. I don't feel like putting the belt back on Jade will be a great idea at this point. People were very fed up with Jade being champion at the time, and yeah, her championship reign wasn't very good, but that's not her fault. It's pretty much down to booking, the fact that they don't have any main event women on SmackDown. And yeah, I mean, even with the King of the Ring tournament, I did a predictions video yesterday or the day before, and yeah, the women's division is just so weak on SmackDown. Coming up with a tournament for their side was incredibly difficult. But for me, as I said, I'm going to go with Rhea to the win, basically because Rhea would just be better off as champion. She can have more feuds that would be better than having Jade win the title and go back into the limbo that we were in before. Following that, I think they'll do Oba versus Brock dead in the middle of the card. And yeah, there's no match I'm very much looking forward to. I'm surprised we got this rematch like everybody else. I expected Brock to be gone and stay gone, but that's definitely not the case. But now he's wrestling as a retired wrestler. It's very Ric Flair of him to be doing that, to be fair. But I think it's going to be a great match. Though, the only thing I think I'm not as concerned about as I was last time is that if Brock wins. If Brock wins, then that's fine. I don't mind as much. Then they're just one-on-one, and then we have a rematch, and Brock wrestles twice as a retired wrestler. And yeah, we then have that feud die out slowly, and it all works out pretty well. So yeah, do I think it was going to win though? Actually, I don't. I think Brock wins this one, and then we go to, again, a trilogy. I know I suggested 2 trilogies in the video, but Triple H likes a trilogy, so why not? Plus, trilogies are really good. So yeah, I'm going to go with Brock to get the win here, so then they have a rematch, a decider, a rubber match, one final match for Brock Lesnar, and they can build it up as that. That's when Oba gets his win back, and he wins the feud overall. I don't hate the fact that Brock came back for this. If it gives Oba something to do, then that's absolutely fine, and he's been killing it on the mic, in the ring. So yeah, Oba's finished the entire, the whole package, and for Brock to be putting him over so much, I feel like is only going to benefit Oba in the long term. So I've got nothing wrong with this, but I do think Brock gets the win here. Following that, we have Becky Lynch versus Sol Rucker for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And yeah, this is a hard one to predict. I can see this going either way. It wouldn't surprise me if Becky maybe stole a win and retained here, and then they maybe had a third match. Another trilogy? But actually, I think in this one I can see Sol Ruka winning the championship here, and it wouldn't surprise me if Becky went on to enter into the Queen of the Ring tournament and went quite far into that. But I feel like, I don't know, it kind of seems as if like Sol is being set up to be a great Intercontinental Champion. I feel like, you know, when it comes to Sol, she can really make that division, get it back. I don't say get it back to where it was with that Lara Valkyria, because Becky Lynch has done a good job with the title. But we want to have like younger wrestlers who can wrestle really well as champion. I would love to see a feud between Sol Ruka and Lara Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. But that would mean taking it away from Becky, of course. And also, Becky can fit quite nicely into the main event whenever. And I feel like that would be quite good, as far as like Liv hasn't had any kind of indication of having a challenger for the Women's World Championship. Becky Lynch can fit that void quite well. And yeah, also her winning Queen of the Ring would be almost intolerable because of how she is with the whole greatest of all time. I thought that would work quite well, though I don't think she is winning Queen of the Ring, to be fair. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about this. Ever since they announced the match, I've been backing Sol to win, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Sol to become the new champion. Finally, in the main event, you would have to assume it's the main event. We have Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight Championship in Tribal Combat. By the way, I called it would be Tribal Combat in my review of Backlash, so that's pretty cool. But yes, I don't know. This feels like really easy to predict. I don't think they're going to have Jacob beat Roman here, especially not when it comes down to being the tribal chief. Roman's undefeated in tribal combat matches. I know he had the one with GA, I believe, is the one with Solo on the first Raw on Netflix that he also won. But yeah, no, I can't see Jacob winning here. I can't see Jacob as a world champion quite yet. So yeah, I've got Roman to retain, quite simply. I think the Usos will absolutely try and get involved. Whether Solo and the MFTs try and get involved, I'm interested to see how that will go, because they are directly involved in this match. I know that Solo and all them don't acknowledge Roman as a tribal chief, but they're still like, the whole family thing works. These are dual branded, so they can be around for this, but I don't think they'll get involved. But I think it'll be a good element and good like layer to the story if they did get involved. But yeah, I think, again, I know it seems very easy just to say who it is, but I don't know. There's just something about this that suggests that Roman's just going to win, and what will be will be. I'm curious to see what they do with Jacob afterwards, because they're suggesting that either Jacob will fall in line to Roman Reigns, which I can't see happening either, but then I can't see them firing Jacob Fatu either. So I'm curious to see what happens with Jacob after this match is over, and like how his storylines go from then on, or whether he just goes back to SmackDown and what will be will be. But yeah, no, I'm curious to see the outcome of this rather than the match itself. I think the match itself will be fine. I think they need to make clear what the rules of tribal combat are, though, because they've been all mixed up every single time we do it. But yeah, so I've got Roman to continue on as world champion, as I highly doubt he is losing that title till SummerSlam. So those are my predictions for WWE Clash in Italy. Yeah, do us down in the comments below what your predictions are, what you're looking forward to the most, and how stacked this card is. It is insanely good. Like, I can't believe how, like, quickly they put it together, because it was only a few weeks ago we had Backlash, but also how absolutely great it is. People are moaning that it's full of rematches, but to be fair, with only 3 weeks build and it's all rematches, I don't mind. It doesn't matter that it's all rematches, because they're all going to be great matches, hopefully. So yeah, as I say, very much looking forward to the pay-per-view. I'm interested in what you guys think, but yeah, do subscribe, do think. We're nearly at 1k again. Like, I think we're only like 4 off at time of recording, and this comes out in a few days, so maybe we'll have done it by then. If I have done it by then thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing. And yeah, look, got a lot of stuff coming up on the channel this weekend. I think it's the day before Clash in Italy. I've done a top 10 European pay-per-view matches, because there have been so many with Clash in 2, with 2 Clash in the Castles, Clash in Paris, Bash in Berlin, Money in the Banks in London, Backlash France. So yeah, there's loads of great matches on those cards, so I put a top 10 together for you guys. And then yeah, there is recently, a few days ago, there is the next episode of the Retrospective. I've covered the whole of 2005 in a video and kind of given my thoughts and opinions on it, so do check that out. As well as yesterday, I believe, I did my King of the Ring. King and Queen of the Ring. I'd like to see, as they announced on Raw this past week, that they're starting off King of the Ring next week. So I thought I'd put my hat in for what the tournament might be and who would I win and who the finals are. So do go check that out as well. And I'll thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.